Um, Sorry about not having Moonology Monday yesterday. I was called in super early to work. I'm talking like very opening shift, so we had a call out. It was completely unexpected, and just like that. Yeah, because that's unexpected.
Call from 3 to 6 to 6, 6 to 485.
Anyway.
Call from 3 to 6 to 6, 6 to 485.
Okay, I think it's shut up now. So, I'll also be working early tomorrow, so I'm doing the runes today as well. So we're making up Moonology Monday. We're doing some tarot for today. It's literally just going to be 9 cards, 3 of each. And we'll put it all together for yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So this is going to cover 3 days. I know doing a reading for, post Monday, for Monday is a little weird, but it's going to be alright. Alright, so as you can tell, Mr. Bub here does not know anything about clocks being set back. He thinks he's going to get fed now, and that's not going to happen. Still got another hour there, bud. A little more than that. Anyway, we're going to use a Moonology Manifestations card to represent you today. And that's because we are in full moon phase today, starting last night. And at 5 o'clock a.m., we did have a blood moon because of an eclipse. So I hope you were able to see it. And I hope you're manifesting accordingly. I hope you'll bear with me. My sinuses have been kind of kicking my ass the last couple days. Also, as you know, today is the midterms. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I'm not going to tell you, in fact, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a little perspective while I'm laying down the runes here. It really doesn't matter what I think about how you vote. It's none of my business either. And that's because once you're in that voting booth, even if you agree with me, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, I have absolutely no way of verifying who you voted for, and I don't want to know. Sorry. And I just don't want to know because it's none of my damn business. My only hope is that you will go out there and vote, which I strongly encourage. That's it. That's the entire message for that one. Alright. So let's see where you are right now. We got a nice full moon in Libra here, which tells you you're going to need to find a balance. I am seeing people kind of overcorrect. It's hard not to. You went too far this way, you want to pull back, but you end up crossing the line and doing it all over again. This doesn't stop until you correct just enough to stay right there. That's just how it goes. Finding balance in anything, finding moderation in everything, it's not exactly the easiest task to do. And sometimes, as brilliant as it may seem, it will take some compromise on your part. So let's see what's going on for your moon phases. Well, first off, you've been overcorrecting and making yourself miserable and really putting in the work Today's a good day to be proud of yourself. Be proud of the work you put in. But here's the key. Don't rest on it, because there's still more to go. You're being called to step up and lead. You're also being called to lighten up a bit. You don't have to rule so heavy-handedly. You don't have, we've seen that. We've seen these people, they come in to any given situation, they get that little bit of power and suddenly it just goes to their head. And they become these sort of like tyrannical control freaks. They just tighten their grip on everything. The only person they trust is them. You know, and they stress out. You don't need to do that. It's time to stop stressing yourself out. There's a flip side to that coin though. And that's, they get in there and they're like, well, I'm not going to be like that guy. And they're too lax. And then nothing gets done. And their performance suffers. There's a way to be assertive without being a complete tyrant. And there's a way to do it to win people over to your way of thinking. If you're incapable of doing that, it's time to find your capability. Because you're being called to step up. You're being called to lead the situation. For once, you can't be a follower. Life is not a spectator sport. Pick your cliche. But that is where it's coming from. So in your tarot, we've got a chariot, got a 2 of coins there, and we've got a queen of coins. Your forward movement is going to depend on all this. You being able to move at all cannot come with a ton of stress, and it also you can't be lax. You've got to move. You've got to apply at least a little bit of force to make the chariot move, don't you? Now, what you relegate that force to is completely up to you. How much of it you apply is completely up to you. Because this 2 of coins is going to be a bit of a balancing act. You're going to have to weigh responsibilities with desires. You're going to have to know which one takes priority. You're going to have to know those things, and you're going to have to approach, not necessarily attack, in that order. And the outcome being this queen of coins, yeah, you will have earned that opulence that you're seeking. So let's see what the runes have for tomorrow. We have Wunyo, we have Sowillo, and we have Ingus again. So you are looking at victory. It's going to be up to you. I mean, you can look at this. The step up and lead, the 2 of coins, and Sowillo all lining up. That last quarter moon in Taurus, you know, be proud of yourself because you've earned it. That chariot and Wunyo, they're all lining up. Then, of course, lighten up that queen of coins and Ingus all lining up. It's not a coincidence. Because you will be the one to... It's your positivity that's going to come out and revitalize the situation. You will be able to bring people together. So you have a choice right now. The choice to make is, are you or are you not going to bring your positivity to the situation? Can you motivate? Can you inspire? Because that's what makes a leader. You can divide people all day. You can have some people in your camp, you can have others that are actively opposing you. In some cases, they'll sabotage you. Needlessly making enemies does not work. And if you're going to needlessly make enemies, you can expect a lot of resistance. It's going to add to your stress. Or you could choose to attempt to bring people together. That means not othering people who disagree with you, finding out why they disagree with you, find out what their concerns are, and address them as best you can. And of course, any rulings you come up with, you have to evenly apply, unless you find out otherwise. And then it's just the process of telling them you were wrong on something and moving forward. Moving forward, this will be the new rule, even if it's an old rule. But it has to be applicable to the situation. It has to be appropriate. You're going to be called to make snap decisions. Decisions on the spot. You won't be able to avoid that. That's just how it is. So, I hope you're going to be getting something out of that. I hope you're recognizing stuff from Monday. I hope you see it in today, and I hope you are able to apply it tomorrow. I will be back on Thursday. I will see you then. I will be making shorts in the meantime today for the days coming. That way I don't leave you completely without a video like before. In the meantime, I want you to understand today is important. For those of my fellow Americans, get out there and vote. Remember your Constitution and vote accordingly. That's the only time I'll ever tell you how to vote. And even then, at the end of the day, there's nothing I can do to enforce it. And just remember, I love you all. I want you to take care of yourselves and each other. I want you to do what always lights you up. And as always, shine on.